exciting for me to be able to present this Jeunesse University in 2022 with some of the latest information on how we can stay healthier and experience more youthful function and in general age more efficiently. We're not advancing. So today, it's my pleasure also to be able to speak to Hong Kong University 2022. I'm so excited to tell you some of the latest findings in how to stay younger and healthier with the power of the products brought to you by Jeunesse. It's been quite a while since a number of these products have been on the market, but most importantly, they have originally been designed based on the latest theories in aging. And today we're going to talk about how those original concepts behind these products have not only stood the test of time, but actually have become more and more legitimate in the field of anti-aging. In the past, I have done my best to try to really help all of you even understand the details of how we age as we grow older. And here are just some of the books that are still available on Amazon if you want to take a deeper dive into the aging process with some of the most recent information available. So about 3-4 years ago, a group of key research scientists who are involved in nothing but aging got together and finally came up with the key processes that occur within each one of those 100 trillion cells of our body that cause the aging process. And they call them the 9 hallmarks of aging. But one of the most important things that I've seen clinically, and now we're starting to see even more predominantly in the research area, is that there's really 5 key areas that we need to focus on with products that can really, really make a difference and address the key events that occur with aging inside our cells. The Youth Enhancement System by Jeunesse has been designed for a number of years, and it includes not only products that treat the aging process from the inside out, but from the outside in as well with the Luminous product skincare line. Now, each one of these products have been used for a number of years with tremendous results in really improving how we age on all of these levels. One of the key things that we found out over the last few years is when you use more than one of these products together, the results are synergistic. And what I'm really trying to say is those results with a combined use of Jeunesse products are much greater than if you're using a product alone. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that as my discussion moves on. So the 5 key products to fight the aging process at the cellular level are AMPM, which is really the foundation product, okay? Life NMN is the product that we have all been looking for because finally we have something that can actually increase the energy inside our cells. That is the production of what we call NAD, the compound that actually gets turned into ATP, the cell's energy source. Now, Reserve is an essential and one of the long-term products from Jeunesse that supplies antioxidants. And as we know, antioxidants are one of the key causes of cellular aging in general, and we need more and more of these as we grow older. Finity is one of the core products that actually helps maintain and even extend the processes called telomeres inside our cells. Infinity is an essential product to help keep our telomeres functioning and keep them in great length and shape so that we can make more cell copies that we need to stay healthy. Vita Blue, one of the newer additions to the Y.E.S family of products, is essential actually to help us release more stem cells, which we need as we grow older in order to regenerate both our organ systems, our immune function, as well as our general well-being and maintenance of our blood vessels. So let's take a deeper dive into each one of these products. AMPM is a core foundation product, and by that I mean it serves it's a multi-purpose cellular anti-aging product. And one of the core things about AMPM is it not only supplies your basic vitamins and minerals you need on a daily basis, but it consists of a special grouping of plant extracts, herbal extracts, digestive enzymes, and basically helps with a multitude of processes as we age. One of the other core components or processes that have been designed into AMP is that it helps regulate both our sleep cycle and our wake cycle. And we're going to see as we talk a little bit more that sleep has become one of the most important processes and things that we have to maintain as we grow older to maintain a strong immune function. And in today's environment, that's one of the key things. The ingredients in AMPM have also been chosen because they help regulate the key genes that are active when we're in youth and also deactivate the genes that become age-accelerating problems. This is an essential thing. And AMPM is based on a whole new science called epigenetics, or the ability to help turn up or down specific genes involved in aging as we grow older. And it is, without a question, one of the most unique products on the product inventory anywhere in the world because it impacts both our body cells and our stem cells. So looking at AMPM, one of the most important things here is to keep in mind is that, we have a fixed number of body cells that have to be replaced by our stem cells. And by keeping both of these cell groups healthy, we optimize our ability and potential to stay healthier longer and age more efficiently. So the other thing that we find lacking in virtually all other products on the anti-aging arena is our cells need nutrition 24 hours a day, need key ingredients to help their biological machinery and genetic software to work optimally. And again, one of the few products on the market that actually has a selected special group of ingredients to help supply that nutrition at the genetic level is AMPM. A few years back, and now we're going back probably about 8 years ago, we did an initial subjective study with over 300 patients and who were taking AMPM for 8 weeks and up to 12 weeks continuously. And the findings were amazing. And what we found out is that on a regular use of AMPM alone, we had dramatic improvements in people's energy, sleep, mental focus, and the ability to handle stress. And 8 years ago, we didn't know of the importance of sleep and stress impacts on how we age. But today, we've had a tremendous new amount of information that allows us to see that what we've been doing over the last 8 years was not only correct then, but even more so today. Now, life NMN, one of the key things that happens as we age is our bodies and our cells particularly cannot produce the energy they did when we were very young at the age of, our teenage 20s, and even up to our mid to late 30s. But once we hit our 40s, our bodies and our cells' ability to make energy inside that cell dramatically decreases. And what we now know is that NMN, which is a natural occurring product within all our bodies and cells, dramatically starts to decrease as we age. And here you're going to see what happens from age 40 to age 60 is we lose about 50% of that key compound NAD, which is the source of our AMP, our ATP. We lose that. This is one of the reasons why that as we get older, we just don't have the energy we had when we were young, but also cannot keep ourselves functioning at ideal levels. So when I was designing Life NMN, I wanted to make sure that we not only had a product that had the correct ingredients in it, but a product that we actually would help with more absorption, so that the amount of the compounds we put into this product would be more readily available to all our cells. So the final formula that I decided to move forward on has to do with not only restoring the cellular energy to power our genes and really allow our cells to function more optimally, but also, for instance, to help with turning on specific groups of genes that are beneficial to be active with NMN. For instance, pterostilbene is a key compound that helps with turning back on other small groups of genes that make NMN, its final impact on our cells, work more efficiently. Bioperin is one of the key compounds that not only is an antioxidant, but is a way of helping to improve much more efficiently the amount of NMN and our other ingredients that are able to get into the bloodstream and enter our cells. I also included a specific compound called alpina galanga. Now, this helps with mental focus also, because as we age, our brains need even more energy as well to function optimally so we can maintain our energy, but most importantly, our memory and continue to learn at more optimal levels. So the secret to restored cellular energy and youthful function has to do with our life NMN. Now, one more thing is that aside from producing the key compounds or the energy the cell needs, NMN itself has been shown to actually help support a key group of genes called sirtuins, which are essential for extended health and longevity. So in this one product, we've had amazing multiple impacts on how our cells will age in the future. So let's talk a little bit about affinity. Now, affinity helps our bodies make more copies of our cells. And if you think of our telomeres as a biological clock that allows our cells to continue to make copies of themselves, the more copies we make, the more our cells can, all those damaged tissues and cells can be replaced, and our bodies and cells work more efficiently. So affinity has a special group of compounds that actually have been shown to help maintain the length of our telomeres, and in some cases even extend the length of our telomeres, meaning we can make more cell copies so that we can particularly maintain our stem cells. Now, one of the things that's so important to keep in mind is affinity works mainly on stem cells, not on our body cells. But if our stem cells are healthier and can make more copies of the key types of stem cells, then our whole body benefits from exactly this. And the fact that this product has, for instance, a special type of extract from astragalus has been shown to help maintain telomere length. Other things like turmeric, purslane, fucoidan are all related to maintaining cellular function, decreasing inflammation, and allowing the cells themselves to work more efficiently. Along with beta-glucans, coenzyme Q10, quercetin, and even L-carnosine, this product is a major, major plus for people, particularly over 40 and 50 years of age. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what products to take at a specific group or age group. So again, looking at telomeres, this has been the center of new research for years to come, and will be the center for research for years to come, but has been a focus for decades already. And the secret is to maintain the length of our telomeres as long as possible. A little bit later in my discussion, I'm going to show you how we can now actually measure how long our telomeres are with a simple test from home. Now, reserve. So we talked about in the hallmarks of aging, one of the primary hallmarks is damage to our DNA, which seems to initiate the aging process. And one of the major causes of this damage is the level of free radicals, or these compounds that are produced just by day-to-day cell life and the food we eat. So the older we get, the more free radicals our bodies produce, and in essence, the more DNA damage we occur, and that is what accelerates the aging process. So reserve has originally been designed to do two things. Number one, supply a super source of natural occurring antioxidants that can make a tremendous difference. And the extract of specific fruits within this product are an extremely high source of what we call antioxidants or free radical buffers. Now, another compound that's essential and makes Reserve very special is resveratrol. Now, resveratrol is a natural occurring polyphenol. A lot of this comes from grape seed extracts or even grape skin. And why is this important? Well, also, as we age and we lose our stem cell numbers and function, one of the things that happens is we start to increase another group of cells that are not at all what we want to live a longer, healthy life, but actually cause our body and stem cells to age quicker. These are called senescent cells. Now, those senescent cells actually get activated as we grow older due to the fact that a key gene starts to get turned on in our 40s, and that's called the mTOR gene. Now, resveratrol has been documented to be able to slow down the activity of that mTOR gene, so we make less of these damaged or senescent cells, and we don't age as quickly as we could if we didn't have these compounds. So again, when we look at what is the primary cause, one of the primary causes of aging is damage to our DNA due to free radicals. The other damage at DNA that free radicals cause has to do with damage to the surface of our cell membranes, damage to proteins that our DNA is making. So the less free radicals we have, the more ability we have to buffer those free radicals, the better our cells age and the better our bodies age. So Reserve, as I said, is one of the most important natural sources of antioxidants. And what the key thing we want to do is make sure that as we grow older, we have more and more ability to basically remove and deactivate these free radicals. VitaBlue, as I said, was one of the more recent additions to the Y.E.S system, and it was without a question kind of complementing all of the other products. You know, today we now know each one of us is born with a fixed number of stem cells. What does that mean? That means I might have more than you, or you might have more than me. But here's the real secret. As we age and we hit maybe our late 30s, early 40s, we start to lose dramatically year after year the number and the function of all three of the stem cell types that we produce as human beings. These are hematopoietic stem cells that boost our immune function, endothelial stem cells that grow and maintain new blood vessels, and mesenchymal stem cells that are the regenerative and anti-inflammatory component of our regenerative system that we are all born with. But since we're losing these numbers year by year and day by day, VitaBlue is one of the few products that can now actually help us maintain a larger number of stem cells as they are released from the key areas in our body, like our bone marrow. The VitaBlue has a unique combination of specific ingredients that have already been shown in clinical trials to help increase the number of all three of those stem cell types. So what does that mean? That means on a regular basis, VitaBlue can help increase the cells that are responsible for immune function, can help increase the cells that are responsible for better blood vessel health and blood vessel supply, as well as helping to decrease inflammation in our body and also regenerate damaged tissues. So VitaBlue itself is also an essential addition to these 5 key factors we now know that are essential for helping us stay healthier, longer, and aging more efficiently. So by increasing the number of stem cells, when you take VitaBlue, you're basically replenishing what you've been losing over the years. And together, this makes a tremendous big difference in our health and our cellular function, especially as we're going to see in a minute, how this product works even in synergy with our other key products that we now know are part of those hallmark or functional causes of cellular aging. Again, VitaBlue comes in a amazing powder format, which you can mix with any liquid that you like. And frankly, it's easily digestible. It's absorbed very quickly because it's not in a tablet form or capsule form. And it has now become a very, very popular product because because of its ease of consumption and use. So synergy, how do we use these products together for optimal aging? And what age do we really need what products? So let's take a look at that. And this is some of the information that's much more newer that's come out in the last year or two. So at 20 years of age, okay, what we want to do, okay, is take our basic foundation product to help our cells stay healthy, like AMPM. We want to continue to maintain our anti-age, our free radical buffering capacity by taking more antioxidants, and we want to maintain our, for instance, our ability to make more energy in our lives with Life NMN. So as we start to get older, what we're going to find out is that as we hit our 30s, okay, we not only want to accomplish the same goal we did, that is stay healthier and prevent the damage to our DNA and our organs and tissues. But here, once we hit our 30s, we're going to want to start, for instance, maintaining maintaining the length of our telomeres. So AMPM reserve, Life NMN, but particularly in our late 30s, we want to start maintaining our length of our telomeres with Finity. And then Finity becomes something that will really help start to release more of those stem cells that are responsible for regenerating the tissues that have been damaged and limiting further damage. When we hit our 40s and 50s, we're really looking at adding, for instance, VitaBlue, okay? So VitaBlue, along with Finity, AMPM, and Reserve, in our late 40s and 50s, become the ultimate anti-aging program. So in summary, what you're seeing is that in our early years, 20s up to our 30s, people say, well, I don't need that because I'm so young. But the secret today is being proactive about slowing the aging process and limiting the damage so we stay healthier longer. Now we're in our 30s to 40 category. One of the things we want to start doing is helping to maintain our telomeres with the addition of Finity, because here's where our telomeres start to shorten and our stem cells now are starting to decline. We hit our 50s, we want to add VitaBlue because now our need is really to help maintain our stem cell numbers along with our telomeres and along with the foundation products that help keep the right genes on and give us the right amount of antioxidants. So we're learning more and more how to use the right combinations of products as we grow older. And the secret here is avoiding the damage that occurs or decreasing the amount of damage and being able to repair that damage as we grow older with the right groups of products. And here you're going to see, again, just what I talked about. In our 50s, 60s, and even 70s, we're now in the full activity or use of all the products that hit the key 5 areas of aging. That is the genes that have to stay active, the youthful genes that help keep us healthy and active, the energy that our cells need with Life NMN, the fact that we still need additional antioxidants to limit the damage to our DNA so we age more slowly, and we want to maintain, without a question, our telomeres, our telomere length, and so our cells can make more copies. So let's take a look at another way of looking at this. When we look at VitaBlue, which releases stem cells, one of the things we want to do is protect those stem cells with a increased amount of antioxidants, which is why we use Reserve and Vita Blue together. By doing that, Reserve buffers those free radicals that can damage our stem cells. This becomes a significant source of synergy and a way to keep our stem cells healthy, those extra ones that are being released to regenerate our tissues. So today, what's been amazing, aside from the new information we have as far as what products help our cells function more optimally and stay more youthful and maintain our health and youthful function, is how do we even know this is working, and how quickly are our stem cells being destroyed and our tissues being destroyed? In other words, how quickly are we aging? Today, a very simple home test can be done with 5 drops of blood from your fingertip, and within about 3 weeks, we can do the following. We can look at almost 900,000 points on your personal genome and look at the following information. We can get an idea of how quickly you're aging at the moment compared to other people your age. So if you're 50 and the test comes back and says you're 70, that means the genes that are active in somebody who's 70 years old have been turned on when you're 50. Now, this means you're in what we call a rapid aging scenario, or accelerated aging syndrome. So that's nothing to be worried about, because in as little as 3 months, using the right combinations of the products from Jeunesse, you can literally get that age back to what your actual biological age is, and in most cases, 7 to 10 years less. Amazing. The other thing we can actually do is take a look at how quickly you are aging at the moment compared to most people your age. Okay, that means just at this moment when the test is taken, you may be aging quicker or slower than someone. And we can actually look at the speed of your aging. And again, within a couple of months, even as short as 2 or 3 months, we can slow that speedometer of aging and show you the impact of taking the right groups of products, working at the right areas inside your cell. I put here on the bottom of this slide a URL, and if you use the code noted, TRUJEN, not only will you interact directly, will the company then send you that special test at home that you can take, but within a few weeks, you'll actually be able to measure how quickly you're aging at the moment, and in the near future, actually be able to interact with that by taking the right products, and prove to yourself that the products that we're producing at Jeunesse can make some major difference in how you're aging. So with all of you, I think that what we're looking at Jeunesse is how do we bring you the latest information about the products in the Y.E.S system. We designed the Y.E.S system over 12 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago. And at that time, there was a lot of thought that went into this by all the doctors. But what's really happened today is, as the science about aging has increased dramatically, we now know that what we had started years ago was the right path to go on. We also know today that if you've been taking the products from Jeunesse, you have been actually making a major improvement in how your cells and body will age. And we're so proud and happy to be able to bring that information to you. So to all of you in the Jeunesse family, please look forward to seeing some of the more advances in aging, how we can actually measure aging, how we can help you age more efficiently with the products we have presently and the products that are now under design that hopefully will be available very shortly for you as well. So to all of you, I want to wish you to stay healthy, keep your immune system strong, and keep in mind one thing. Living a great lifestyle is important. Sleep 7 hours a day is essential. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables, and take along with you on a daily basis and set your regimen with the right products from Jeunesse. Thank you.